Yo, what's going on guys? So in this video I'm going to be showing you the best recommended settings in my personal opinion for Among Us, but also the most of these settings is what all the big streamers use in their groups. So a lot of people, want to do similar things as they do find the game based off of watching Twitch streams. That's what got me to buy it, and I'm sure a lot of other people that are watching the video. So we're going to go through every setting pretty in depth and explain why I personally think it's the best and why most of the streamers use it too. So to start off, you want to go to the computer and click game to change the settings. And the first setting, or recommended settings, they're pretty average. If you're just new to the game and learning, there's nothing wrong with using recommended settings, but personally, I wouldn't. And obviously, you're not doing that if you're on this video. So you want to start off with confirm ejects. You want to turn that off. It only really matters if there's two imposters. What confirm ejects does, it will mean if it is turned on, it'll tell you whether you were correct or incorrect when you're voting at the imposter. It just adds a lot more variety of things you can do and ways you can win or finesse the other team while you're the imposter. If it is turned off, because they never know whether there's one or two imposters remaining. If it is, and you were vouching for the other imposter or anything similar like that, then it kind of just makes the game go way too quick and it's not really enjoyable. Emergency meetings, it's better to have this at 1, otherwise it will just be spammed, and a lot of the time it's a pretty big feature if you see something sus, so if they've already wasted their emergency meeting, leaving it at only 1, it'll make it so people really save their emergency meeting only for when it's really needed. The emergency cooldown, this is from when the game starts, how long, or after a meeting, how long before you can call another meeting. 15 seconds is pretty much the default, and it doesn't really matter, but personally 15 seconds is fine. This allows for the imposters to call a crisis, and usually by the time this is up, the crisis will still be going, so they'll have some time to act before meetings get spammed in a row. Discussion time, this doesn't matter too much as voting time is what you mainly want, but we usually have 30-second discussion time, so that gives us a total of 150 seconds. The voting time we turn up to 2 minutes. It can go higher, but 2 minutes is already pretty high. It starts, I don't know exactly what, maybe 90 or 60 or something, but 120 is good because regardless of how long the voting time is, as long as you have everyone skip, then you can choose when the voting, or you've chosen your vote, you can end it at any point. You don't have to wait for anything. The only real problem with this is if someone goes AFK in your lobby, but not really something you should change the settings around. Player speed is completely up to you. This isn't a setting that really matters. A lot of the streamers change this up. A lot of them play on 1.25, a lot of them play on 1, or some for good videos will turn it completely down. I personally like 1 because if everyone's not playing on the same ping, then if it is too high, you literally feel like you're being killed from across the map, even if you have kill distance on short, which is where you want the kill distance. Anything over and it just messes with ping too much. The kill cooldown 27.5 is a pretty good time. This lets the game go on for a decent amount of time, but it also allows the bosses to actually do a fair bit rather than having to wait too long. But it doesn't let them just go around killing everything and ending the game before a meeting's even been called. So I think this is personally the best time. Anywhere between 27 and 32 is nice. I prefer this. Visual task off, this is when you stand on medbay and scan, you can physically see it if this is ticked, so you want to untick this because it literally just ruins the game really. If you're shooting in weapons, etc., then people can see the weapons shooting, and it pretty much just 100% clears everyone and basically ruins it. You can still check medbay though. If you go to medbay while someone's on it and you try and use it yourself, it'll say waiting for their name, so that's a pretty good feature. Common tasks, these, once again, it's up to you. This is what most of the streamers use, and this is what I personally use, 225. It extends the game for a decent amount of time, but also if you just rush through your tasks, you can win by tasks pretty easily. It just balances the game out and makes it pretty fair for both sides. So that's pretty much it. If there's anything else you'd like to know, feel free to comment it down below, and thanks for watching.